So, what's up my peeps? MatrixNative here. Today's video, hey, patch 6 for the Wildlands. We're going to go over that. I mean, Wildlands has been coming up with some incredible stuff lately. They have definitely been doing work on this game. First, we had the leaked footage of the camos, MVG, SF Tattoo, and now with patch 6, we've got new mapping controls for the helicopter and more realism to each helicopter depending on the variant of the bird you're in. So with that being said, I want to thank my boys from Birmingham South. I'm not sure which one of you gave me the heads up on this intel. However, I received it 3 hours ago. Had to stop working on the homestead, come on in and cut this video for all my operators out there. So without further ado, let's get the fuck on with the day. First, we're going to start out with some classroom instruction. Then we'll go ahead and get into some gameplay featuring the new schematics. Enjoy, my peeps. Okay, operators, let's go with a little classroom instruction here. Title Update 6, Patch Notes. Here we go. Below you'll find patch notes, Title Update 6, available July 21st at approximately 1000 hours for PC, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4. Similar previous updates will include a brief maintenance period to update servers, yada yada yada. The patch will be up to 8 gigs on PC depending on the client and up to 9.5 gigs on console. Me myself had to clear out a little room and uninstall some games, so you might want to do that before you go ahead and download this. Please note that players need to reboot the game to apply the patch and will need to have the same version of the game in order to play co-op. So basically all they're telling you there is basically just like other patches. If you go into co-op, one of your team members don't have this patch, guess what? You ain't gonna be playing with them. Title Update 6 brings with it vast improvements to the helicopter controls and handling. We have made the helicopters not only more authentic but easier to control. The new controls will be default. However, if you prefer to go back to original controls, you will be able to deactivate the default and return to the previous setup. In addition to the controls, we have also added crosshairs for aiming, guided rockets, and other improvements that are listed below. Shall we? Title Update 6 will also usher in the Season 3 of live season challenges with a new focus, new challenges, and new rewards. Hey! Additionally, challenges will now include some additional gameplay parameters such as difficulty or HUD settings. You can follow along with the new episodes at the Ghost Recon Network. Let's get into it here. Gameplay added a few new default helicopters controls that can be deactivated in order to revert to the previous controls. So that's pretty cool. So if you like how the bird flew before, you can just go back to those controls. Me, I like having total control of pitch, yaw, rudder control. I really do like that. So I'm sure that I will actually enjoy this, because one of my favorite things in BF4, by the way, is flying the chopper, because it is kind of difficult to control. It's not numbed out like GTA 5. Chopper controls are actually this game chopper controls before this patch. So you can see there, I'll also put this down in the description. I'll put a link to this page here. So basically it's just going over, what the controls are, this, that, or another. So, you can bring this up and read that on your own if you would like. So now every helicopter now has a different behavior, which is good. Small helicopters are very fast, very mobile, and have a high pitch. Gunships are fast, mobile, and have a very military feeling to them. What? And have a very military feeling to them. Okay. And I'm wondering if you can go first person, which I'll answer that towards the end of this video. Blackhawks are slower and more steady when handling. I love that. Gunships are fast, mobile, and have a very military feeling to them, unlike other gunships. Like, what? Anyways, enough with that. Helicopters' takeoff physics are now more realistic. Once a helicopter reaches the correct RPM, it will take off automatically. The helicopters no longer slide while taking off. Helicopter's engine torque reacts to the player's action. The player will be able to hear and see the engine rotor's accelerator slowing down. Man, I am pretty fucking psyched about this I'm sure you operators are too. It's actually, the patch is downloading now, so I'm cutting this part of the video as we speak, obviously. While using a Gatling chopper, the HUD now displays a crosshair while aiming. While using a rocket chopper, the HUD now locks onto targets. While using a small chopper with rockets, instead of locking, the player shoots rocket salvos. Added a HUD display that shows the current helicopter speed and altitude. So far, this is sounding pretty fucking tits, to be quite honest. Narration, I guess, and La Gringa fixed a bug where the objective markers could disappear. In El Chido's agent, fixed a bug preventing mission completion if the agents get alerted. I've never had any problems with either of those. So, user interface, fixed a bug where the down symbol wouldn't appear. Audio, player will hear the helicopter's engine speeding up and slowing down upon XL decel. That's pretty hua. World, fixed some zones where players could not climb. That's very hua. That happens to me all the time. Fallen Ghost, fixed a bug where some rebel skills wouldn't be displayed on the HUD. Fixed a bug where some elements in the TAC map and the Los Extranos tab would be stretched on the ultra-wide aspect ratio displays. PC, you know, if you're PC, you probably don't follow me, so you can just read that one on your own. We're grateful for your continued passion for Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands. The dev team, although clueless, continue working on the game to bring you even more updates in the future. Hey, thanks for leaking that, dev team. You know, thanks for teasing us, you fucking cock teases, with the camos, NVGs, Special Forces tattoos. And I'm certainly appreciative of it. I could have swore that the next patch would be that, but obviously it's the helicopter controls. Way to throw us the hanging curveball. That, what? You want to hit? No. What the fuck is my... Anyway, alright. Maybe I'll edit that out. Maybe I won't. Who knows? So anyway, to keep track of your stats and find other ghosts to join your task force, log into the Ghost Recon Network and download the Ghost Recon HQ apps, iOS and Android. Alright, my peeps. So, again, the link will be in the description. Operators on your feet! We're going to take a little 5-minute recess here. Go outside, smoke them if you got them, bar them if you don't, and you fucking weaklings, hit that pull-up bar. See ya in a minute. All right, operators. Let's see what's happening.
I'll pilot.
Well, it's definitely not sliding down the hill. So at least that was right. Now, right trigger, left trigger, again, will be your XL decel. I apologize. I sort of got the hiccups. So, let's see here. So left stick is going to be your pitch, right? So L3 is your pitch. Down, up, and then it rotates left, right, or rolls left and right as well. So pitch down, left stick, pitch up. Again, you gotta let off your throttle. It's not really an accelerator, it's more of a throttle. So you gotta let go of the throttle, apply a little bit of air brake, and then it'll start pitching down. Similar to Classic. Now, I do wish that the right stick was pitch instead of the left stick. Like, I wish they were reversed, which we're going to see in a minute if we can do something to change that. But with that being said, it's going to take some getting used to, obviously. Another thing I like, we didn't have the altimeter or the airspeed right there to the right, as well as if you look in the bottom left, it appears that when you turn your lights on or off, or even do a seat change, which I just did, right, the HUD actually pops up, but then it also disappears, which is pretty hooey to me, because it used to stay up all the time. But again, it's pretty smooth, actually. I mean, it definitely whips around. Another thing that I want to point out is in the classic mode, which I will also show you how to revert back to pre-patch controls here in a second. But the right stick now is basically your rotate, you know, rotate left or rotate right, and your left stick is your roll. However, your right stick actually used to be your camera angles, right? And now basically the front of your bird will always stay front. So you can't look at like your operators on the side or whatnot. I like, you know, there is a little more details to this. I don't remember the operators on the skid sort of bouncing back and forth. It'd be funny if we could like throw them off. But yeah, so to get more panoramic views or such, like if you're recording or you just want to, you know, admire the terrain, you'll have to put it in classic because you cannot do that with the new schematics. So with that being said, let's get the fuck out of this bird and go get us an assault chopper. Woohoo! Jumper out, jumper out, jumper clear. There's our bird. So, my peeps, I will see you. Oh, let's see if I can catch up with this. That'd be pretty badass if I could get back in, and I don't think I'm going to catch it, though. So, my peeps, I'll see you on the flip side in the assault bird. Alright, operator, so you're very, very limited on what you can actually change as far as the mapping on the controls. To get it back to the default, basically pre-patch, now the new control is going to be the default, but to get it back to pre-patch controls, you just hit your start button. You'll go down to options, go to gameplay, and you will see it right here. Helicopter controls, new or classic. Okay, so we're going to roll with the new, obviously. One other thing that I wanted to show you guys real quick, as far as what I was saying, how I wish the pitch could be your L3 or your left stick. And basically, the way you could actually make that happen, even though it's a pain in the ass, right? You go into controls, go down to swap sticks. You can hit yes, and obviously that will make your left stick be the pitch, right? And basically your right stick be the roll. So what I was saying is with BF4, it actually gives you a whole option on nothing but the helicopter mapping, which I thought was pretty sweet. So as you can see now, you get this fancy new reticle. Still no first person though, which you know, it's kind of weak, but at least they did a little something to the chopper to make it a little more you know, realistic, let's say, and not, you know, just dumbing up controls for your chopper or whatnot. Again though, I don't like how the only way you can really pitch down is put on basically not your brakes, but your air brakes, as if you will, as you were. And yeah, whoa, is that a golf course right there? Looks like a couple of sand traps. So yeah, so again though, I thought pre-patch that A was actually your fire button, and now it's actually B. But you know, I can dig the little aiming reticle. They definitely needed it. So yeah, so I think it did pretty well. Oh yeah, this thing smokes it, baby. Let's go, man. Way, way better as far as aiming in on target. Yeah, I mean, it's super as far as, you know, this game goes anyway. Still hard to really pitch down hard though when you need to. So yeah, so what we'll try to do now is maybe go get a Cobra. Oh shit, yeah, they're firing me up again. Pitching is still kind of jacked up as far as I think, but then again, you know, what do I know? I know actually, you know, I mean, BF4, I mean, I just keep comparing. To me, BF4 has the best selection and the best chopper controls and chopper mapping than anything I've come across. And I wish they'd have made the fire button. I really wish they would have made it like the A stick. So there you saw how I sort of had to stop to gain altitude again, and I really didn't like that. But I mean, before it was just ridiculous on as far as like trying to shoot a moving vehicle and such, and it's still like not easy at all. fire it up. Yeah, I think it'd be better if it was an A button. However, you know, it's all good. And I really do wish it had first person though. And the pitch forward is just, it's still funky, you know? Like, it doesn't really react very well. As you can see, it's just, it's alright. So basically, I would say it's a successful patch. They did a pretty good job. I think that they should give you options as far as a little more mapping options, as far as setting your chopper up to fly to your liking. You know, they just basically like, you're gonna fly it like this, and that's it. You know. So we'll see you in a few when I go ahead and get the attack bird. Okay, so as you see now, I'm back in the or I'm in the Cobra here. Let's see what this bad boy can do. I do like the aiming reticle, so that's pretty cool, I think. Again, don't like the right bumper that much as far as firing the weapons. But, I mean, you know, I think they did a pretty good job. I think with just some hours of practice, you can definitely get pretty beast at this. I've noticed that the right stick, so I've noticed that that's actually your rotate. You can actually go up and down, and you can move the target aperture for your rockets. So say, you know, you can pretty much keep level flight.
Ready? Fire, fire, fire.
And just sort of point it down, and it basically goes exactly where, you know. Yeah, that's actually pretty cool. I like that a lot.
Fucking hell.
Again, it's going to take, well, woo, and a dead spin. Let's go. It's going to take some practice and getting used to, you know. Like I said, they did a decent job, but I just feel they could have done a lot better. Ooh, we got a flare. We'll investigate. Because as you see here, you're not really, I don't know. It's really weird, boys. It's a weird feeling to it. I think it's better than the classic, but it's still a very, very weird type feeling to the controls. One, I'm not used to them. But again, the pitch down, and let me know in the comments after you fly this thing if you agree. I think pitching down is very difficult, again, just like it is in classic. However, this sight aperture is really, really pretty badass, I must admit. Whoa! What the? What? Again, I'm trying to hit left bumper. Oh, civilian, oh well. Wrong place, wrong time, brother. Or even left bumper would be cool. I guess you could swap out your left and your right bumper to have your left bumper be your weapon. I mean, it's, you know, it's tomatoes or tomatoes. I'm gonna mess around with it, and we're actually gonna see what's up. You can tell I'm relatively new at the stick, so. Yeah, I don't know. Who knows, I might just go back to classic, but I do like this reticle though. This is pretty sweet. Again, I just tried to hit left bumper again to fire. Nice shot there. So my peeps, I'll go ahead and pull up the rescue chopper, and we'll take it for... Oh, can I get that plane? Oh, just missed. Got to lead it just right. Again, the viewing is definitely not the best, so something we're gonna have to work on. That's all. Whoa, wasn't off by much though, eh? Come on, pitch down, Jesus. So I guess we'll go ahead and, woo! That was awesome. And get a rescue bird. Good to hook. Good to go, sir. Come on, Weaver. Too slow. Now, for those of you that don't know, I actually fly this quite a bit because we do go out and do search and rescue, PJ type missions, Air Force pararescue, parajumper. So let's see. So I've flown this quite a bit. It used to lag really bad when you rotated. Okay, it's not so bad. One thing I do want to mention as well is if you want, like, the thing is with the right stick, since it is now your rotate now, to get like good views and cameras, camera angles, you'll have to switch back to classic, because with the right stick you'd rotate right or rotate left and it actually rotate the camera, whereas now it rotates your chopper, so you're always going to have the nose of the chopper in your front view, so to speak. So yeah, that's I mean, whatever, to me it was successful. I hope that they do fix the pitch control a little bit, but this thing is actually running really smooth, smoother than it has. Let me just put it that. Ooh, that was sweet. Smoother than it has anyway. So, all right, my peeps. So that's going to bring us to the end of the video. I hope you appreciated it. I hope I kind of went over everything pretty well. Again, I wish my flying was a little better right now. I could put it on classic and just, be tits on it. But, just wanted to show you guys some real footage with the new patch and with the new scheme. So with that being said, if you're new around here, go ahead and snipe that sub. It certainly helped me out. Tell your friends all about my channel. Hope you have an amazing day today. Hope yesterday was amazing. I hope tomorrow is amazing for you. And you know what to do. Go ahead and snipe, like, sub, cuz my peeps. That's how we roll.
Growing up, I had a dream, something no one else could see. Tell me what it means when your faith is falling beneath your knees and you can't breathe. Everything you see reminds you of what you're not, or something you won't be. You gotta take what you're given, that's how we live it. Don't be mad at the system, it's simply how we've existed.
I have my bird down. Make sure it crashes so the enemy can't get any of our new technology.
Just because they heard it pays, and who the fuck wants to be poor, knowing that's how we've been raised. Society is getting heavy, I can feel the weight, the pressure of success is like 100 million pounds of shame, and that's the reason I'm staying.
Let's go. Now we're going to go pick a fight as well.
This day and age is making me feel like the only way I'll be happy is getting signed to a label and making money through rapping. I want to share my emotion because this world is attacking the very principle of life that lets the people be happy. If you don't have a reason to breathe, why even live? These battle scars are impressions of everything that it is.